Hi everybody, this is Viji'sVeggieVignettes here. Today I'm going to be doing a very common recipe, one that people do very often in South Indian homes, the Rava Uppuma. The Rava Uppuma is a semolina crumble, and I don't know whether many people know that, but when they order this particular recipe in the restaurants, I don't find it good enough. You know, it's either lumpy, it's not crumbly or soft. There are a few tips and tricks that you need to do to make this upma the softest, tastiest, spongy one. We make a whole lot of upmas in this cuisine, like the vermicelli upma, and we make one with beaten rice, we make one with broken wheat, we make one with broken rice. So there is a whole lot of upmas. There's a range of it that we do in this cuisine. But today I'm going to deal with the simplest of one, the Rava Uppuma. I'll tell you what you can do to make it a perfect one. Okay, let's start off. So we first add ghee to this, okay? Because you need to roast the upma well on low flame. Okay, here I have taken some green chillies, some ginger, and a little bit of the curry leaves with the salt and hing powder. I'm going to add it to the water, which will get heated up, and we'll throw it ultimately in the upma. For a cup of upma, we need to add about 2 1/4 to 2 1/2 cups of water. So here I've taken half a cup. So accordingly, I will add the water. So right here, I've kept it in another pan, and I'm going to heat it up. I'll add a little salt to it. And the hing. In the meantime, I'm going to add some mustard, which I'll roast along with the semolina. I will wait till it pops. I actually threw in the mustard a little earlier because the ghee will start, melting very fast, and it will lose its flavor. So I added a little ghee. I popped the mustard seeds, and I've added half a cup of semolina to this. So if you notice, when I threw it in, you couldn't see it so grainy. Now it's turned a little grainy because I've roasted it well on low flame. This is a very important tip to make a perfect upma. Roast it evenly. You can throw in the oil later when it's almost done. I can also add a little hing powder. Though I added it in that water, I can add it here too. I think this is almost done. I can get the flavor of the hing and the ghee in this. A very simple dish, but a tricky one if you don't do it well. So it's just the small tips that you have to pay attention to. This is ready. And then I'll throw in the water. Make sure you throw in little by little because there should be no lumps in it. See how grainy this gets the more water you add. There are no lumps here, but it looks very grainy. This is how it should be because it should be well roasted like this. It gets softer when we add the oil in it ultimately. And of course, I won't add in too much water because I'm going to squeeze in some lemon juice in this. So I wanted to have the correct consistency of the liquid thrown in it. I'm going to taste for the salt before I add the lemon juice. There is enough salt in this. I will add, this is washed curry leaves plucked from the garden. I will add in the curry leaves. For an upma, coriander leaves are not important. I mean cilantro. That's not important. That doesn't give the flavor. The flavor is from the curry leaf. So make sure you add nice flavored aromatic curry leaves to it. Here I'm adding the lemon juice. Say about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons depending on the amount of salt you have added to it. And at this stage I will add some oil to it. I had initially added ghee and roasted the semolina. Now I'm adding the oil to it. This could be about 2 tablespoons of oil, but it gives the softness to the upma. It can be had plain or with just sugar. It's very tasty as it is because it has the flavor of the green chilies, the ginger, the hing, the lemon juice and the curry leaves. All the flavors stand out separately. So here, a crumbly, soft, super tasty upma is over. They're just that small tips and tricks that you have to follow. The ingredients, the measurements, everything is given below in the description box. Go check out the recipe there and then try to make the best upma that I taught you. The little tips and tricks are important to make this very simple upma. And once you start making this upma, you're not going to be eating it in the hotel, but you will want to make it only at home. Now, you can also, this is a very simple upma without onions. You can also add onions to an upma. And for that, you don't have to have lemon juice added to it. The onions can be added to the water that is boiling along with the other spices, and you can throw it in once the semolina is well roasted in the ghee. Another trick is you don't have to scrape from under. Allow the under to be there and then just stir it from the top. So you'll have a thin crusty layer which you can remove and have separately. It's very, very tasty. So make it at home, and I am available on Facebook and Instagram. Do write to me, tell me what you feel, and do write below the video also your comments, and I would love to answer any of your questions. Do subscribe to my channel, like and watch all my recipes because they're all traditionally based recipes taught to me by my mother-in-law and which was passed down through generations of grandmothers. That is what she did, and that is what I am also doing today. Till we meet again the next time, this is Viji'sVeggieVignettes signing off. Bye.